Hi, I'm Anne McNamara and welcome to my YouTube channel. So on this channel, I'm going to be talking about small town America and how we revitalize it. So I'm here in Palatka. I love Palatka. It's one of the classic small towns, great community. On the surface, you think nothing's going on. You scratch the surface and you find all this thriving business and all these thriving communities. We've been standing on this street trying to do this film and we've been interrupted how many times, I don't know, because of people coming and going. But on the surface, you drive by and go, nothing's happening. There is stuff happening, but you know what's the biggest thing that lets it down? It's the real estate. So this is a property that I have bought and I want to talk to you about how I got it, where I got it from, what I want to do with it, and how it's going to help the local town of Palatka. So this is a building that's been owned by one owner. I can't remember what age it is. It's early 1900s. It's concrete frame, concrete built. My favourite, being that I'm European. Timber frame internally, 2-storey. It's been operated by Jeff and Josie for 47 years as a record store. It's been a local institution. But as we all know, vinyl's gone down and down and down, and Jeff and Josie have hung on to this business. Now they're retiring, they want to sell. We don't want to buy it as a business, but we do want to buy the property, and this is why. So it's got lovely bones, if you look at it, and what I really like is it's got an entrance to upstairs at the front and an entrance to upstairs at the back, and it's actually got 2 addresses. So it's already zoned for 2 addresses thanks to these stairwells. So we're going to put, this is redundant storage currently upstairs, and we are going to put 2 times 2-bed apartments that just fit inside the zoning minimum criteria. Downstairs, and downstairs is interesting because downstairs is the bit that will make or break this commercially, and I don't really know what to do with it yet, but I know what this town needs. So my job is, can I seduce them into this town? So how do I do that? I do that with the right space. I do it with maybe the right incentives, and I do it with helping them understand that Palatka is a safe bet. And what I want to do is some sort of retail, what I like to call is animation. So if you look at this building now, you have to make a big commitment to walk in. It's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know, like, can I be bothered? Is somebody going to leap on me when I go in the door and I'm committed to a sale? I don't want that. If you look at this building next door, it's the same experience. I don't know whether I want to go in there. So if we want to improve how towns work, we have to improve ground floor animation. It's not just about bringing the right stores here and the right experiences here. It's also making it inviting from the street. We're constantly talking about e-commerce and you know, getting your shop front right on digital marketing, and we kind of forgotten about that street experience. It's exactly the same. Great, let me take you around the back so you can see how it's organized. So I love the C&D sign. That is going to stay. I need to punch a couple of windows up there. I'll not do it if I can get away with it, but it's certainly not going to damage the C&D sign. This is something that Jeff did with love and passion, and the people of Palatka love that. And I really want to protect it for him and all those people who put their names on that. What a terrible thing it would be to take that down. So it's about honouring the community. I don't want to come in here as a developer and just bulldoze stuff down. I want to honour it and build on it. So that's Jeff's peace wall. Jeff is the owner, who's a real hippie, and there's a lot of endearment for Jeff in this town, and he's retiring, and I'd love to honour that. Big deep floor plate. It's block built, as I've said before. I love block built because I trust it. I know instinctively that weight bearing capacity, I don't worry about these things. The whole roof is doomed, needs replacing. This is a ground floor entrance, and this was one of the reasons why I really appreciated it, is we have second floor access here to allow a second apartment. I'd have loved to do co-living and create a really sort of funky place for workers in Palatka and ideally link it to the ground floor, but they've outlawed it, or whatever the word is. It's not allowed in the zoning, which really annoys me because I think small towns really need that. Students need it, workers need it. It's not going to be your forever home, but it can be fab and gorgeous, and it's a real pity, but I don't have time to battle the powers that be. It'd be hard enough to just get the permit, so I'll just get on with it. And then the property goes right the way to the back line. There's an easement at the back. So for me, just for anybody buying property, so there's loads of encroaching here. And it's not a bad-mindedness, it's just out about, yeah, sure, that's fine. That's not okay. I'm not having it. We're going to start off with a nice clean title. We're going to get rid of all the encroachment. So this is your time to get all this stuff sorted or to use it to leverage other stuff. So for example, I'm going to get a bit more easement access for a trade-off, something out the back. But never just go, oh, it's fine, we'll sort it out. Just, this is your time, don't be doing battle afterwards. So how I was able to buy this business is I did seller finance. And seller finance is considered creative finance. When the owner owns it outright, you don't have, if the owner's up for it, you can get the owner to be the bank. So here was my situation with the owner. He's in his 60s and he doesn't want to be waiting around for 10 years. So it wasn't the ideal seller finance that I got, but what I did was put us like a 10% down payment down for his today money. I'm going to pay nothing for year one, and then I'm going to pay a few tranches over 3 years. And so, I mean, what you really want is like a 20-year. We have a guy who, for a variety of reasons, good reasons that I buy into, wants to get out, wants his money out sooner. But the reason why I could do that is it's been on the market for about 3 years and nobody could get it over the line because there's too much construction, too much risk. It's not going to work as a little, you have to do a commercial thing. It's not going to, I know a couple of artists were looking at it as studios, but it doesn't work unless you're really up for risk. So how I was able to tackle it, and particularly with the sub-2 community, was getting the right finance deal, then getting really good underwriting, and then working out a really good commercial plan and de-risking it for myself. So the only real risk I feel I've got at the moment is the ground floor. And that's the bit I have to put more effort into than you normally should do. So I'll be posting content every week about buildings and communities that I'm coming across, about creative ways of buying without any money down, how to start bringing projects to life, best practice that I see. So I would love you to subscribe. So just press below and start subscribing.